Hey there guys, I'm Teemaree.
What up? And I'm Tony.
And today's video is about all the feels, what it really feels like living in a trailer.
Yes.
Let's go. Heads up, this is absolutely totally honest what our experience is. We really have been living day in and day out, and we're in our trailer, and this is what's up. So just thought I would throw that out there. First things first, Tone. What is something you hate about living in the trailer? Because we're being 100% honest here.
Something I hate about living in a trailer, I don't hate any part of it because hate's a strong word. But if I had to dislike something, it would be simply the fact that the walls are thin. So I'm very, my work has to do with sometimes video and sound and stuff like that. So when it comes to even doing things like this where we're recording videos, it's very hard to control the sound of things because the walls are so thin. So where we live, we're in the city. We're in Los Angeles, so there's planes. Anywhere in LA, you're in a flight pattern. So you're hearing planes. We're near a train track, so you're hearing trains, cars driving by. There's a dog next door that loves to just make his voice heard, right? So my biggest complaint at this point is just sound. I'm a light sleeper, so that, I wake up from the smallest sounds and stuff like that. So that would be my biggest thing right now.
One thing that I dislike would be the shower. So I used to be the type of girl that could totally take a 20-minute shower easy. And I mean, that would be just standing in the hot water and letting myself like steam up. And oh my gosh, I used to like have a party in the shower. I would play loud music and I really loved taking long showers. And so now that's one thing that has gone away, because usually tiny homes and trailers, they only have about a 6, maybe a 9-gallon water heater. So it is a little longer than actual 6 or 9 gallons worth, because a lot of the appliances also use less water. So it lasts a little longer than what you would expect, but it still is nothing close.
Oh, and another thing I miss is a regular toilet.
Which I think is totally weird, but take it away.
Yeah, no, it's fine. That's all.
But what about it?
Oh, just having like the joy of just like using a regular bathroom. Because using a tiny bathroom and, like it's plastic, we're sitting on plastic, or, when I'm using the bathroom that way. And it's just different, when I get the chance to like go and relax. And as many of you may know, like that's private time for us guys. That's where we like to read or meditate or, that's our time. So I like to be as comfortable as possible. And, it's not as comfortable as I'd like to be, but I am starting to get used to it. And it's, just coming up on a year now, so it's okay.
Interesting. Bonus number 1 of living in a trailer is I love that I don't have anybody sharing any walls with me. I have nobody on top of me, and I have nobody below. I've lived in many, many apartments that have been a wide variety of experiences, and there were a number of times where an apartment was super, super awesome, and then I got a neighbor that totally changed the experience. And now I don't have to worry about that, and I love it. Another thing that I really, really love about living in a trailer is that I love that the payments I'm making are going towards something that I own, and I also love that the payments in general for everything, hands down, is much less than living in a traditional foundational home or living in an apartment. I love the amount of money that I'm saving and the amount of money that we're paying to live in Los Angeles County. It's incredible. And if you want a financial breakdown, comment below and let us know. Another thing that I love about living in the trailer, I absolutely love that it's kind of spawned off into other things that I really wanted to experience. One thing that I've already experienced right away is actually living mindfully with my things. So now what I have around me is stuff that I really love, I really want, and is really useful to me, not only because I've had to pare down, but because I don't have tons of space to just fill with things that I'm not really going to look at or use or want. And I really like that.
I would say one of the biggest things too is the cost, because like T was saying, we're both from LA. We grew up out here. We've lived out here most of our lives, and the cost of living is insane out here, and it's, you know, just kept going up and up and up. So I mean, there was even a point where we were spending nearly $6,000 a month to live, and that's just like for basics, home, living, and all that's involved. And like, this is way less. So it's really awesome that we can just live for inexpensive here in Los Angeles, and still, you know, and now that just means more money can go towards other awesome things that we really just want and enjoy. So that leads to the next thing, which is absolutely being mindful of the things that I have. Again, I work in video, I work in sound, and, you know, music. So all of those things throughout the years, there was a point where I had a full, you know, half a room dedicated for a studio. I mean, it was just ridiculous. And now I am in a cubby that's like this big, and I have the essentials that I need to edit video, shoot video, produce music, do music, and it's awesome because it all fits in this like 12-inch by 12-inch by 12-inch space. So that's definitely a benefit, being more mindful of the things that I have. Clothes, we downsized clothes, so it's definitely better to just have the 3 pairs of shoes that I need, the clothes that I need, and then I can just get on with my life. I can just be out and enjoy the experience as opposed to enjoying things that I used to like.
I've been surprised about how big our small place feels. I mean, totally been blown away by how big our space feels. One of the bonuses is that like we literally have multiple rooms or areas to like sleep and lay, and like, so there's certain times where it's like, wow, we have like way more space, you know, than we would have imagined. But then sometimes it does feel small. The biggest time that our place feels small to me, and again, it's turned into a blessing, if you will, but running late. If I am running late, which has happened way less than ever, and he can totally testify to.
It's happening less? What? Wait, what are you talking about?
You have to be honest in this video. No, like, honestly, running late doesn't work in a tiny place. At least not for me, and it's been great because it's definitely helped to break that pattern of running late, which I do believe, is that a genetic thing? Could that be a genetic thing?
Yeah.
It might be genetic, like literally in my
science
family.
backs it.
So yeah, that's one time where it feels like, oh my god, it's so tiny, because you don't have rooms to just like randomly run through and like do stuff. Like, you have to be strategic about your stuff. So that's one time where it's felt tiny for me.
And in the bathroom, like when you're trying to get ready, trying to shower and do hair, and you know, she does makeup. So like anytime you're in that small space and you're trying to go quickly, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It gets very frantic very fast and stuff. Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. Another time it's felt tiny for me is we're both shorties, and sometimes I feel so tall in our place.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
One time we were watching television and I got super, super excited, and I jumped up and I...
She hit the ceiling because it's like right there. It's not an 8-foot ceiling. Well, no. How tall is it? I don't even know. But yeah, it's not a regular home size ceiling. It's pretty short.
Anytime it's felt like really tiny for you?
I kind of got used to the small kitchen, but now it's like really small. Like the sink fills up. We cook one meal and like the dishes are piled up. So that's kind of where it feels small sometimes.
And that's turned into a blessing for me because now he does dishes more.
I'm just going to continue to do the dishes. Join me in another video where I'll show you how I do the dishes.
I think we've gone awry on this video.
We talked about what we didn't like, and we talked about what we did like. You know what's one thing I dislike is the heat in here. These things, you got to keep the air. We turned it off for the sound, and now we're sweating. You can't see it, but we're sweating.
Naked.
Yeah.
Underneath.
You know how newscasters don't wear pants? We don't have pants.
Just kidding.
Or are we?
Okay, that's it. I'm Teemaree.
And I am Tony.
Like, subscribe, comment.
Comment.
See you soon. Bye.